Performance marketers are always looking to understand the true impact of their marketing. So today, let's talk about incrementality testing. I'm John Liu, Senior Director of Strategy at Lucent. We're a performance digital agency for B2B and B2C brands and retailers.
Why is measurement important for a marketing strategy?
Measurements are a critical component to a strong performance marketing strategy because if you don't know how you're doing and you don't know what of your tactics are really driving improvement, you can't really make smart decisions around how to optimize, how to grow, how to be more efficient. Customers who see your ads but don't immediately convert, they still may have had a really meaningful engagement with your brand. And it's really easy to think about strong direct response channels like search or shopping as really just purely living at the end of that shopping journey. But that's not really the case, right? All of your marketing, including those channels, has additional impact beyond just that direct response. Consumers use multiple channels through multiple phases of their shopping journey. And it's really important to understand that impact to accurately measure and optimize your marketing. Beyond that, you also need to make sure that your remarketing campaigns, right? Not just that you're looking at that assistive impact, but making sure that your impact is truly incremental, that when you're remarketing to the same consumers who you've already talked to before, that you're really making sure that you're getting incremental purchases, that you're not just spending more to get the same conversions that you already would have.
How can measurement help improve my campaigns?
There's a lot of different tools and approaches to solving this problem of measurement and really understanding your campaigns. First, every major marketing platform already has in-channel reporting. Google offers you assisted metrics, funnel metrics. Facebook offers you assisted metrics and funnel metrics. Most display and video offerings will offer you view-through measurement as well. So those are all great ways to look at that. There's also, of course, an entire industry of attribution tools and media mix modeling partners if you're doing kind of more upper funnel stuff to really help you try to directly understand the contributions of each of the pieces of your marketing on a more dynamic, ongoing basis. And we think those are great tools, but they're the right tools for the right time frame. And when you're looking at it on a longer time frame, on more of a quarterly basis or an annual basis, when you have the opportunity to use incrementality testing, that's actually a really powerful tool in your arsenal to answer this problem in addition to the other options that you have.
What exactly is incrementality testing?
So incrementality testing is actually a really simple idea. You just take your campaign and then you do an experiment to understand the real incremental impact of that campaign on your true business KPIs, right? So instead of just taking a campaign and launching it and then measuring it based on the metrics reported against that campaign, what you really want to do is set up a system where you're looking at two groups. One group where the campaign is running and one group where the campaign is either not running or running at least at a different level, a different budget. And if that's the only difference between those two groups, if you're very confident that they already performed identically beforehand, then when you compare those groups, you can really confidently understand what was the real total impact of just our campaign, not just the most directly attributable impact that you were able to make a direct connection to in measurement, or not just, kind of a channel specific contribution where Google is giving you a sense of it, but you're not really sure how much credit it's sharing with other channels that Google doesn't have visibility into or that Facebook doesn't have visibility into. So doing this kind of channel agnostic holdout test, right? That kind of experiment really is just directly looking at when this is the only change we made, how did that impact our bottom line results? And that takes a time, it takes an investment in this experimentation. But when you invest in this incrementality testing, we think that's just a super valuable, super accurate way of understanding this that goes beyond the other approaches that you have.
How has Lucent used incrementality testing for their clients?
One way we used incrementality testing for our clients, we had one who was an international e-commerce marketplace. They were previously very reliant on just last click attribution for understanding the contribution of their Google shopping spend that we managed on their behalf. And, they were confident, we all agreed that Google shopping did definitely influence more shoppers than just those who immediately clicked and purchased. But even though we agreed on that, without a measured approach to it, they weren't confident in making any sort of budget decision based on that understanding. This is where we really came together to use our Incrementality tool to actually do incrementality testing to answer this question in an accurate way. We built a geo split We identified regions to hold out compared to others. And rather than doing a full holdout, which didn't make sense for their business, we simply spent 50% more in one region relative to another. Then we compared the results and we were able to measure very definitively that they were actually getting 3 times more revenue impact from our advertising than we were able to attribute with last click. So with that better and more accurate understanding of the true return, this really gave our client the confidence to grow their budgets and really, expand revenue dramatically in that channel in the following year.
What can I do to get started?
If you are looking to understand the true incremental impact of your campaigns and channels, if you want to be confident that your new campaigns aren't contributing more or less than the campaign level reporting really indicates, then we would advise you to really consider including incrementality testing as an ongoing practice in your campaign management. You can do that using the various tools that are present within those platforms. You can look at doing it with a third party. And certainly you can talk to us to understand how that works. If you're interested in learning more about this strategy or need help with your performance marketing program, then you can contact lucent for a free consultation.